Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and drawing your player characters based only on their description, where I, a total D&D greenhorn, draw and design your characters based only on text. This week I'm very excited to announce that we actually have our first submission by a real person and not a robot. Woo! So this is Azrieth. He's an elf, and more specifically a homebrew dark elf. He's a rogue, about 1500 years old, and he's mask presenting and male. He tends to avoid fighting and prefers to flirt his way out of a confrontation, and if that doesn't work, he stabs them. So, interesting. So when I first googled dark elf, I found the drow race, who apparently have snakes for whips. Awesome. But that wasn't quite right, actually. It was more of a homebrew thing and closer related to the shadow elves instead of the drow. The notes I'm taking in the beginning here are actually wrong and based on the wrong assumption, so please forgive me for that. It wasn't all too far off though, and the ideas I had were still mostly applicable. So I started looking into what is also connected to the night, connected to shadow, and seductive or attractive in a way, and I landed on nightshade plants, or beautiful night plants in general. There's the European black nightshade, or black nightshade, which has these very cute small white flowers and black berries, and there's also this trumpet-looking plant. The genus's name is Brugmansia, and in German, fun fact, it's angel's trumpet. Both of these plants are also very poisonous, but they look pretty. So I thought this would fit very nicely with Azrieth's more flirty nature, but also his more deadly nature. In the sketching phase, I usually try to find poses that could describe the character's personality already. So because Azrieth is a seductive kind of character, and also about 1500 years old, and a rogue, I gave him a rather confident pose, but not too demanding and too powerful, more like understated and ready to strike with a dagger. His whole aesthetic is based on more of a royal or courtly attire. I'm picturing him as almost like a gentleman character or a very dignified man who has a silver tongue and can talk his way out of any fight and maybe flirt his way out of any fight. So he has to look maybe at least a little bit dashing, you know? Something that makes people go, oh my gosh, Azrieth, ha ha ha, I trust you completely. And then maybe he stabs at them or something. In the beginning, I usually color pick the colors from reference photos and then shift them around. I adjust the warmth and I adjust the brightness values. I try out what would the hair look if it was brighter than the skin or darker than the skin. How would the contrasts play together? I make sure to do multiple versions so I don't stick with the first thought, which in this case was very, very green, so I'm glad I didn't. So this is my Azrieth. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you. Until next time, when I dungeon, dragon, and draw your characters. Bye!